This is the new ZenBook Duo 2026, and I partnered with Asus to show you how they took this dual monitor laptop to the next level. I got this early sample and I've been using it for the last couple of weeks, and they've improved this thing in every way. I can't wait to tell you about it, but first we gotta do the unboxing. I think the best way to show you just how much the 2026 Asus ZenBook Duo leveled up is to compare it to last year's model. I feel like Asus really listened to all of the feedback and addressed them one by one. First thing I noticed is the lid. The etch lines are gone with more of a muted and clean lid as you've seen on other Asus laptops. The finish is still Ceraluminum, so you get this nice smooth texture, and I love it because it resists fingerprints really well. And it only does come in this color, but I think it's nice that you get a full Ceraluminum body this year. The top lid, the bottom case, and the kickstand. So I love that. Asus states that it's 5% smaller overall than the previous generation, but it looks like more when you put them side by side. But here are a few key things that they changed when it comes to the design. First is the hinge. The 2025 had a step hinge, which wasn't bad whatsoever, but this year it's a flat hinge so it can lay completely flat. And that makes the gap between the two screens so much tighter and stepless, so it looks so much better. In fact, it is 70% smaller, so you really have to see the new one in person, but it looks really great. It might not be translating well on camera, but it's a big improvement. But you do get a larger bezel on the top, so that's where you trade some of that chin the old one had. But if you're worried about the hinges and durability, then don't be. We put a 20-pound weight on the top of the hinge, and yes, even though it did bend, the hinge held up perfectly, so this thing is tough. The displays are still 14-inch 3K touchscreen OLEDs on both, but the 2026 gets a bump up to 144Hz VRR Asus Lumina Pro OLEDs with anti-reflective coating. Yes, it is still glossy, but it does soften the glares, and you can see how well it's doing versus the Venue light, so I think this is a huge step up, especially since it gets double the brightness at 1000 nits now over the 500 nits of last year's panels. Next thing is the keyboard. First, you get a bigger trackpad, so that is much appreciated, but more importantly, there's no plateau in the keyboard like last year's, so you get more room for key travel, so the keyboard is much better this year. Just take a look at the travel. It is a little bit soft for my taste, but I think you'll find this much better than the 2024 or 2025 models. The ports still remain the same, so that's great. You get HDMI 2.1, Thunderbolt 4 port, and a combo audio jack on the left side, a USB-A port, and a second Thunderbolt 4 port along with the power button. The battery life on last year's model with the 75 watt-hour battery was decent, but this year Asus went as big as they could with a dual battery that's 99 watt-hours, so that is absolutely incredible. That is a very nice battery increase, so this should be a game changer. I can't give you any battery life numbers yet since this is an early unit, but I can do a follow-up after I get a retail unit, so stay tuned and subscribe. So what about the power in this thing? Well, Panther Lake is here, and this is a nice bump up. This unit I'm using right now has the Intel Core Ultra X9 Series 3 with up to 50 TOPS NPU, so the performance is fantastic with up to 45 watts TDP. Intel claims up to 26% faster on the CPU, up to 103% increase in the GPU, and up to 203% faster AI with the NPU, so this is a significant increase in power from last year. You know the drill, I can't show you any benchmarks yet, but as soon as I get a retail unit in, I'll do that. This test unit config I have has a 2TB SSD paired with 32GB of LPDDR5X 9600 MT/s RAM, so this thing is powered up. I'll leave some links down below so you can check pricing and configurations, so let me know in the comments below which one that you're thinking about picking up. Again, this is a first look, so I can't show you any numbers when it comes to the gaming performance, but the new Intel Arc graphics looks promising. I'm sure the drivers aren't even optimized to their full potential, but you can see that the gaming is nice and smooth on this. Just like last year, I'm having so much fun with this form factor. When it comes to productivity, nothing beats it because I can be looking up flights on one display and researching hotels at the same time, or looking at what the market is doing while I'm catching up on a YouTube video, or I can get wild and catch up on what's going on while I'm gaming if I want, which makes this laptop so powerful for multimedia and productivity. And it also has Asus Pen 3.0 support, so this is a perfect canvas for creativity. I love the fact that you have so many uses for the ZenBook Duo. You can just use it like a regular laptop if you want with the physical keyboard, or you can just take that off and use it as a dual screen touch input laptop. If you just do a two-handed gesture, it brings up a virtual keyboard, or you can just activate the mouse window, so you have choices. Or just kick out the kickstand and put the keyboard in the front, and now you have a serious dual screen setup no matter where you are. This thing is so versatile. You can even lay it flat and go into sharing mode so you can see the exact same thing on the screen. I find this really useful when we're booking trips, so we can look at hotels and flights together, and that's really great. Even though I haven't been using it very long, I can tell this is going to be one of the best laptops of the year. So if you've always wanted a ZenBook Duo, then this is your sign to pick one up. And if this is the first time you've ever seen a laptop like this, then this is also your sign to pick one of these up. It might not fit everyone's needs per se, but if it does, there's no better laptop than this. So let me know what you think about it. And if you have any questions about it, then ask away in the comment section below, because I'll use those questions and I'll use them in my follow-up video. I hope you enjoyed this early look. Thumbs up for that. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.